Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show going down right now. I am very excited. Should be a great show. We are here live bringing you Sport Battle Leagues and MadGamer.com's presentation for MultiVersus 2-on-2 tournaments. It's going to be a great night. Get ready for some good old fun. Guess who's here? Your host, Mad Gamer, host with the most. I'm excited to be bringing you MultiVersus. Have a lot of news to talk about. We got the players playing today as well. But today we're going to drop some real good nuggets for you early on. September 25th, we have an official venue event tournament in Boston, Massachusetts. Tomorrow we'll drop all the details. It's going to be very, very exciting for those that are local within the area, whether you're from New York and you're willing to come, Connecticut, so much more. There's a lot of details to talk about. I don't want to give it all away, but it's coming out tomorrow. That's venue events. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because we're just almost there. Within this month of September, we're going to start putting the brackets together when it comes to the leaderboards and everything we have for the Discord server. For those that don't know, we run a tournament or two or three every week. Plus, we have a league set up, but we haven't taken off just yet. We're literally prepping, going step by step, trying to make sure everything works functionally. Like, for example, today's tournament and so much more. And all the players earn points playing in every single event. We're calculating that, and it will be announced within the next 2 weeks. That's going to be a big deal because later in the future, once we have investors and sponsorships, we're going to give you guys an amazing invite only event for the top players in our community. So that is big news coming for us. So that's in the future, and this is all just building blocks, trying to evolve with the game and help the community grow as well. So all those have been sticking around. For example, today's tournament is very small. I specifically did not promote it. I wanted to see who was going to show up just from the Discord we had. We got some really amazing top tier teams that are going to face off most likely against each other unless one of them get eliminated early. We'll see in just a minute. But speaking of players and teams, let's take a quick look and see what we got for today. A nice small bracket, but it's gonna be jam-packed with good players. I'd like to give a quick shout out in the chat before we discuss this bracket. I want to give a shout out to Marvelous, who's been with us since day one and a very active member. Really appreciate him. We have one of the champions and winners and one of the top dogs on the leaderboards. I can't display the leaderboards for you guys yet because we want to tweak it and make sure everything's right. But Flash has won and won tremendously. He's back at it today. We'll see what they can do from there. But we have another new guys and different streams as far as YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're literally live everywhere. So hello from us to you. We see the follows from Rack. We appreciate it. Pookie, thank you very much for the hello. Hope you're good. Yeah, so we're just waiting for these players. They're about to get started right now. We're gonna see the top team who won play in just a minute. XLR8, and it is going down right now. They're about to get started. I am in their lobby. They're about to start up their match. Whenever they're ready, we'll go. But they are going to be playing against the All-Star Brawl better. So this is a team that's faced off before. This isn't new. We're going to see what they can offer. And we got more news, and we'll talk about some things in the near future about what the game plan is for our community and what we're really trying to do. But once these guys get started, we are going to go ahead and get this match rolling and have some fun with it, guys. So hope everybody enjoys. and had some fun in the process. Thank y'all for watching. So who do you got winning here today? We got Team XLR8 versus All-Star Brawlers. Please make your predictions in the chat. Again, this is just a warm-up tournament. We're going to keep on building on this. We're going to have our ones. Our ones tournament was the most popular. I think we had 50 to 60 players playing in that. And next time, we're going to expand that starting next week as well. But for today, we're looking at 2 Iron Giants to start our matches. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about this. That feels very dangerous, folks. Just gonna be real. 2 Iron Giants to start the day. Insane. And we'll see how that works out. Should be interesting. And get ready, guys. We're going to start the matchup right now, literally in seconds. So be ready. And here it comes. Just for you, game number 1 for our tournaments today is about to get underway. Let's take a look at what we have going on. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves and having a good time out there while we step it up and get the ball rolling right now. There we go, starting off hot. A lot of heavy duty action right now, looking pretty good. All-Stars putting out some good damage at the moment. They have the Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny combo versus Iron Giant and Batman. Question is, who do you see winning it all, guys? What do you guys like in this scenario? I'll say this, the Iron Giant's very difficult to deal with if you don't create a plan and you just let him cause havoc. But you can control him and stop his down airs by dodging them and then just juggling him as much as you can. You can see already right now Team XL getting themselves a point at the moment, doing really good. And you got to be very careful here. Slowly but surely, somehow Batman is only 27 damage, and wow, getting a beautiful sidekick scenario there. Iron Giant sitting at 180 damage, and wow, Batman getting another amazing uppercut. He's just doing incredible stuff here, guys. You gotta love what you see right now from Team XL, but they are threading on water. 200 damage for Giant, and he is out. Great stuff. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now by Bugs. He's controlling the stage, pushing Batman back while still dealing damage to Giant. Really good stuff. And that spike from Tom and Jerry, perfectly done. You gotta love what you see right now from both teams. It's looking like Brawlers are up big. Gotta be careful here. Anything can change in just a minute. I like the synergy between Iron Giant and Batman, and there it is. They're tied up, and they got Bugs at the edge. He's about to go down, somehow surviving that rocket ship, saving the day. Who could take this game for the finale is the question. Double teaming on Bugs. Can they get it done, or will the All-Star Brawls come back is the question. And there it is to start the day. They eliminate the previous team who won last week and take game number 1. There you go, guys. That's how it's done. Good start for All-Stars. They win that game. Was in a easy one. It was very close, actually. And Solid performance by them. By the way, guys, we're just getting started with the day. We got a lot of games to be played. I hope y'all get your drinks, get your snacks, vibe out with me. Come talk in the chat. There's a lot more we're going to try to do for the community as well. It's a lot of stuff that slowly I'm going to build on for the whole month to take us to that next level. I'm going to be promoting it on different places and trying to get support throughout the community as well so that we can build something very, very special for everybody around the globe and as well for this gaming community. So stay tuned, rock with us. Game number 2 is just about to get started. It's anyone's game. We'll see who's the best of the best in a minute. First game's kind of a feel out process, wouldn't you say? I would think, you don't know what type of characters or move set that they want to play with, combinations. Some people are very predictable with their play styles, and you start to see everybody's doing dares, so you want to dodge the dare from Iron Giant, for example. Right now, they took care of Iron Giant, even though he might seem like a problem for many people. If you figure out his patterns, you can get it, and they actually did that. So you got to give them credit for being able to take game number 1, the All-Stars doing their thing. Let's go right into game number 2, see what we can do here. Solid performance right here. I like what I'm seeing. Let's take a quick look at this. Appreciate the follow there, man. We want to keep this going. And look at that, starting off top 2, one from each side getting taken out here. And my, oh my, they brought out the Shaggy. We saw Shaggy dominate last week. And we got Flash, who was the MVP of last week's tournament. Can he do the same now is the question. Oh, and he gets taken out. And solid stuff so far by Bugs here, but he is high in damage. He has to be very careful in this scenario. Nice stuff, and right now these guys have been playing together for a while. They're really good together. So I do believe that this team will put up some kind of fight. And what I like right there is you saw Bugs using his neutral to, his forward to be able to throw that charm. Those are the type of moves that are really tricky to deal with while you're in the middle of a fight. And beautiful stuff by Bugs Bunny, man, carrying the team with some of his critical plays. It's not always about getting the highest damage. Sometimes just creating the right havoc is a really good way to perform. And right now, Bugs has been everywhere on both sides of the table, fighting both players, causing havoc everywhere. Throwing all of his utility, using his resource carefully, prepping for the fight. And you gotta love that. And man, oh man, it is 3-2 with the stocks. A good lead by All-Stars. They gotta just get one player out, and that Batman looks mighty tasty here. But look at this with a beautiful uppercut by Batman himself. Solid stuff there, using the smoke to try to debuff players. And Bugs Bunny about to dominate here. You have to be very careful. Shaggy can definitely one-shot you. And look at this. The All-Stars are making a name for themselves, guys. Again, we've seen the All-Stars perform before, but today they are starting to dominate. They're starting to put in the work that we believe they can do. And super interesting and exciting, of course, to see that last play. And just take a quick look at this for a moment, guys. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. That was game number 2, and we're gonna be getting back into the lobby. The way this works is you don't have an official setup for the tournaments when it comes to lobbies and things like that. We have to do a little trickery to get in there, and then go from there. Right. So they're about to go into their game number 3. We just saw All Stars dominate. This is a surprising scenario. Guess what? The team that you're watching, Team XL, have won multiple tournaments in our community alone. They have dominated very much. So it's not like you're watching a low-seeded team that don't have it together. They're actually very, very skilled. And we're going to take a look at the bracket. Somehow, some way, this team, All Stars, has put their name in cement now, right? They're cementing it that they can compete against the best, that they can be up 2-0 for the moment and have a chance to win this. You never know. Again, this is the best of 5. Means somebody has to win 3 in order to advance. And at the moment, All Stars have a 2-0 lead. They're going into the next game, and we're going to see how this one plays out. Again, LR8 has been dominant. They have been promising. Anybody's game, never over until it's over. So we might see a comeback or an amazing sweep to one of the top teams. This is a double elimination, meaning there's a loser's bracket. So not like XL will be done if they lose. But do you want to go down to the bottom of the bracket and deal with a lot of nonsense, or you want to just get through to the finals and try to win it all? That's the question. I would say they would most likely want to win it all. Good to go. Now I'm in the lobby, ready to go. Their next 3rd game's about to start. Are officially underway in just a second, guys. Be exciting stuff. And to kind of talk about it one more time, when it comes to what we have planned, we have live venue events every month. We're gonna have the league take off now with the leaderboards and the scores officially coming out. From now on, it'll be official events. We'll post them up all over through all the social medias and all the different platforms we can. Trying to get consistent support from the other communities who we're happy to work with and build up with them as we go forward. We want this game to have a very healthy esports experience. So I am 100% certain that we will end up seeing that throughout our time here in these events as we go forward. And these teams, you know, that are here now, they're pretty much the foundation of what we're doing. We're grateful to have them, and we want more and more people to get involved and enjoy this experience as we go. So make sure you take your time and get involved with these cats. These guys should probably get signed. If you're a scout, you're looking for players, you're looking for teams, you want to sign some of these players, feel free to hit them up and get involved with them, okay? Because they're really great players. They're being very professional, showing up on time. As you can see, the gameplay looks really good. Right now, All Stars are making a name for themselves. And they have a 2-0 lead to the champions of last week. So it's definitely go time. Let's see what happens here. Solid stuff right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing. They're trying to work on Giant. That's something I like to do. If I'm playing against an Iron Giant, I focus on that Iron Giant. I know how to juggle him. He's so big, he's easy to hit. So you can definitely do some work if you do so. And they're doing a good job here, but not enough. It looks like the XL's gonna come back a little bit. They have bugs already at 100, so they're sitting comfortable at the moment. This Tom and Jerry is working Iron Giant a bit. Beautiful smash there. The dare was incredible, and there's something really scary about a down air from Iron Giant. Let's be honest. And we all dodged that thing like our life depends on it. we should be having a good time. And there it goes right there, 2-0 right now. Team XL on top of things, doing what they came to do and show that they're still one of the best. And my, oh my, they take out their Iron Giant, and now he can go a little crazy. One thing I like about playing a tank or any tank is the moment you get reset on a stock, you have unlimited range to go wild and try to get crazy combinations, do some crazy plays, because you know you're not going to get KO'd right away. So they have a chance to go buck wild. As you can see right now, amazing stuff by Iron Giant with a spin and uppercut, taking out Bugs. And they have one more point, and Team XL is not going out without a fight. As you could tell, they might be able to take this game, but it's very, very close with All-Stars still in the mix. Looking real good right now. I'm liking All-Stars being able to get Giant up to 140, but they got to try to finish him off as quick as they can so they can stay in this game. If not, it's going to look like XL is going to win. When you have a Bugs Bunny at Tom and Jerry at over 100, the dangerous thing. And look at Tom with his frying pans, getting him with a beautiful up air. I'm liking it at the moment. The thing about the projectiles with Tom is you can use them as distraction. They don't have to hit all the time. You can get someone in the air with a projectile and then try to up air them. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And right now, somehow staying alive and not for long, Team XL excelling and finally getting on the board, guys. They were down bad. They were in the elimination game and somehow getting away with it and winning game number 3 to give themselves a chance. They're still forcing a game number 5 right now. So that is pretty cool for them. Big props and respect. Yes. Speaking of that, oh man, work on something here. Watch this old replay of the champions. Alrighty, just like to say thank you to everybody watching. We hope you're having a good time. We're literally just getting started, and the day has just begun. Go forward. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Appreciate y'all hanging with us. And this is literally the beginning of our movement and everything we have going on. Love to have some guests, commentary, and things like that to hang out and enjoy themselves with us. And then we'll go from there. But with that said, thank y'all so much for watching. But give some shout outs in the chat to Pro TK. And wait a minute, forget about that. We'll talk in a second. Game number 4 underway right now. Can Team XL win another one and force a game 5? Or will they get eliminated by All-Stars? I really like All-Stars' ability to compete against this team, right? You think they're the champions, you think they're the best, and all of a sudden, All-Stars says, no, we can fight too. And look at this, All-Stars changing their lineup completely with a Batman and Harley, so this can change everything. And my, oh my, Team XL already taking advantage and switching it up as well. Trying to stay in control here. And one thing I like to do is juggle Iron Giant. That's my tip for anybody fighting an Iron Giant. You have to juggle him, or if not, he's going to make you suffer big time. And Iron Giant is playing amazing. Some great plays by him. Probably one of the best I've seen out there. And he just incredible stuff so far. He's using his up airs well. He's using his uppercuts. Everything to his advantage here. Check out this Harley Quinn at 150 fighting an Iron Giant. It's just spectacular. Her ability not to be afraid and getting a spike. Beautiful as we say it. She's just coming out guns blazing, but she gets taken care of. And Team XL are one stock away from forcing a game 5. Wow. Can they do it is the question. It is very, very capable. And wow. All-Stars trying to come back right now. They only need 2 more stocks, so they have to be careful in this scenario. Big props and respect right here with the plays from Iron Giant. I can't lie. He's just very disturbing, you know? He'll force you to dodge. He'll force you to jump away. And that can give the secondary teammate a lot of opportunities. So they got to kind of create that together. That's the synergy that I would try and master if I had an Iron Giant teammate. You can see right now, anybody's game, but Team XL looks really sharp in this instant. Can they get it done? Oh my goodness, and there it is! The uppercut by Iron Tyson. And wow, somehow, some way, we're gonna get a game 5 done. I can't write this script. I didn't write this script. This is real life scenarios. Excuse me, I'm working on this quick visual. Hope y'all enjoying the show so far. As we continue, trying to figure out my replay button. Not working today. It is what it is. All right, that was an amazing game. Let's be honest. You didn't expect it, right? This team was an elimination round. They should have never won. It should have been all over. But instead, they found a way to come back, win that game. So we're going into game number 5 officially. You can't ask for anything better in this type of scenario. Oh, excuse me. All right, so before we do anything else, let's take a quick step back. Check out this bracket real quick. Right after this game, we're gonna watch another team, 2 teams who faced off last week, and they're trying to figure that out as they go. And one of these guys advanced. Will they end up in the losers bracket having to try to get back in? We'll find out. But before all that, we got Team XL versus All-Stars literally in the final game. Whoever wins this advances. We'll have to face Team Slop. So I'm in the lobby now. We're ready to go. And we're actually going to be talking with one of the players from Team Slop, who's about to face one of these guys next. So super interesting. And exciting. All right, guys, we're about to get started in just a minute. Let's go ahead and bring in a special guest for today. The one and the only, the Marvelous.
Yo, what's up?
How we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. Eager to see this matchup. It's great to see that it's 2-2. Accelerate seemed to have a slow start, but looks like they're getting the hang of it. We'll see what can
Yeah,
happen
it's
in
one
this
of
game
those.
5.
I wanted to ask you specifically. You played against them. What is your tactics here? What is your mindset going into game number 5? You know that they like to pull out an Iron Giant and all that. What is your mindset going into this next game?
Well, I think we actually I think when me and Ian played 2 weeks ago, we didn't actually weren't able to play against that Iron Giant. So this is going to be the first time that we've been able to see them. Except, I mean, last week they did play Iron Giant, but the one we played them, we didn't play against Iron Giant. I think he pulled out a Shaggy. But I think what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to try to do a lot of damage on the Iron Giant, make sure that Iron Giant is not hitting them because that Iron Giant is very beefy. And just be aware that Hops Batman, is pretty good. don't think I can hear you. I don't know why.
Okay, so here we are. We're back in the mix, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I have Marvelous as a co-host for the moment, but he is a player. Look at that early Iron Giant takeout because of the rocket. Beautiful stuff right there. And great stuff right now by All-Stars.
Yes, great stuff from All-Stars. Can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Yes, All-Stars are doing really good, man. Surprisingly, you know, you thought these champions would take the first game, but All-Stars are in it, man. They're probably scouting these guys and figuring out how to beat them, and right now, they've been able to step it up. But look at this, as I say it, XL says, hey, stop talking, all right? We're still one of the best. We still have what it takes. Bringing out an Iron Giant, disturbing the peace here with him, changing the meta. And now we'll see what happens. Man, they're hurt pretty bad. Team XL might go down. One of their players might go down unless they pull out a miracle here.
That will be tough to see. Yeah, we're seeing it because if they do, All-Star will go up 3 stocks, and it will be close. They do have the health advantage right here.
Yeah, health advantage is big, especially with a tank in your team. And that's where, like I was saying earlier, if I have a tank and I lose a stock, that's fine. I'm going to come back and go crazy on you while I can, since I'm low. There it is! The spike from Iron Giant.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing about Batman and Iron Giant. They're both big characters. They can take a lot of damage. As you can see, they're both over 130 plus damage, and they're still doing work. They just need to go down for All-Star to be back into it. Otherwise, Accelerate can take it. And there goes Iron Giant.
Yes, that was a beautiful down air, and my oh my, and there it is. This is it. 3-3, anybody's game, and it looks like Tom and Jerry's the only character that has high damage, and he can go out very easily. But once he's over 100, as we were saying, the light characters, but he does so much damage, he can easily knock anyone faster than most characters can in the game. So,
oh yeah, and
anything
it's
is
looking
possible.
great for Accelerate. Batman's just trying to find the thing. You just got to stay away from Batman's up air because he will track you down.
Wow, the
Iron
grab
Giant.
throw. We're banning that
Wow.
move for the rest of the year.
What a
Wow.
throw from that, and Accelerate will be moving on to play us. I'm slightly scared because they just got on a 3-win streak. They turned it around. It's going to be a fun matchup, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That was incredible. Great stuff. Thank everybody for watching. We're just getting started. That was the first tournament of the night. I mean, the first matchup of the night. Multiple matchups. There's a double elimination, aka losers bracket. I don't like calling it losers bracket because they can still be the winners. You know, sometimes you'll take a quick lesson, not a loss, and then come back and be the best. Who knows? So, Marvelous, if you could stay with me, we don't want your match to begin until we can watch it, if that's all right.
Yeah,
so,
no worries.
So we're about to watch another team first before you guys. We're gonna watch Godly Gamers versus FBFL. So those are the teams that we're gonna see now in just a minute.
Yes, and I do like to
we'll
point
end up
out
watching
Godly
you.
Gamers. My bad.
I wanted to go into the bracket and then see what we have. So for everybody that has not seen these guys, they've all faced against each other more or less. In the last couple weeks, they've all battled. Team XL has become the champions. They've done really good, but they have to face Slop, who's been number 1, number 2, number 3. You know, they've been right there in the top for a while as well. So that's going to be interesting right after this match. But Godly Gamers versus FBFL. They're going to be going added very shortly, and we're gonna see uh, who has what it takes. All right, so we're gonna let y'all see this bracket for a second. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually are going to move over to Team XL and Slop. That's going to be interesting. Those guys are both heavy hitters. Getting lucky enough to watch them right now. Hopefully it works out. Should be a fun one. Go forward. Guys, for tuning in. Just so happens new matchup are two of the top players in our community so far. The teams have been really great. For those scouting for pro players, I would recommend any of these players. They have been the best of the best and should be good. So right now we're just waiting for the invite from Team XLRX and Team Slup. Wait a minute, what happened to my losers bracket? Team XLRX was champions. Team Slop has been number 2, number 3. They've been right there on the brink. Will today's event actually feature a brand new champion? Because we've seen Team XL dominate. So see what happens. Somehow they came away with the win. They were down 2 games. It's like they needed to warm up. And now we have Flop, who's performed very well for a long time. Anybody's game, folks. But again, I wanted to remind everybody, tomorrow I will be posting up some official news about our league and a couple of different things. And there's still a lot of work to do. I can't get it all done this week. But the goal is to have the leaderboards, have the full system in display for everybody. I might stay up all night tonight and do that for you guys. All right. But you got to order me some food, order me some late night meal, and send it over to my house. That's not even a joke. Anybody that wants to send over a big meal, I'll accept it. Like to eat. But yeah. Anyways, so the way the system works, just so you guys can know more or less, system's very simple. Everything you do in our league, whether it's a tournament, whether it's the challenges on the league, everyday challenges, regardless of what it is you do, you are 100% going to score points to get yourself in for the future. So you want to continuously be active so you can score as much as possible. All right, folks, the next game is starting right now. Apologies for the delay. And we should be good to go from here. Hey, folks, it is game time officially happening right now. Game number one with the two top dogs of them all literally have been the best in our tournaments. So they're about to go at it right now. I'm excited about this. This is pretty much like a finals to me, right? Team Slop versus Team XL. Two of the best in the game right now are about to go at it head to head. Can't ask for anything else. Let's go. Game number one. Slop on the left, XL on the right. We're looking at two Shaggies on both teams, and then Team XL rocking a Batman as usual, and Team Slop rocking a Harley Quinn, one of the newly buffed characters, aka all of the assassins have been buffed a bit, and she gets knocked out right away. The double amazing uppercuts by Shaggy and Batman, two of the best uppercuts in the game in my opinion, and I love both of their sidekicks as well. So we're gonna see how this one works out. Some great juggling right there between both teammates, trying to put the pressure on. Solid stuff. You gotta love it. My oh my, you talk about some serious work right now. Team XL coming out against Slop, heavy duty. And here comes Team Slop with a comeback, slowly putting that pressure on, trying to make them feel it. Beautiful stuff. Team XL is on fire right now. My oh my. I've actually been playing Shaggy a little more for the first time this week. Really enjoy him. He's pretty basic when it comes to movesets, easy to learn and easy to use, but you could definitely do some serious work with him. One of the very good, highly efficient characters in my opinion. And we're seeing a little bit of, you know, play with him right now. I'm loving what I'm seeing from their Batman over here from Team XL. Woo, and it's a 3-3. Have him on the ropes, and wow, Team Slop. I told you guys this was a team to be reckoned with. They actually come back and win first game. Again, this is the best of 5, okay? So, not over yet. There's a lot of action to get into in this scenario. So, props to them to start off hot, get the ball rolling, put that pressure on, basically say, hey, it ain't over. And I wanted to leave it here for a second so you guys could just see their character selection. Everybody's going with the same pick. I feel like maybe they felt confident. One or two little error situations, maybe you jumped too high and you got knocked off of that. There's always a tweak in your game. You don't have to change characters every game. I actually recommend never to change as far as picking one, mastering them first. When you know you're one of the best in the game with that character, that's who you want to play. You don't want to just switch every week. Something I like to do is switch because I'm not playing competitively. I like to try every character. It's very fun and interesting. But if you put me into this environment against top players, you put me in against these, you know, great guys, I will not, I repeat, I will not allow myself to just switch characters and ruin the possibility of being one of the best. So sticking with your guns is always a good thing. Speaking of that, round number 2 underway right now. I'm liking the Team XL's push. They're kind of pushing together. You can see there's a pattern to the way they play. They're moving forward, pushing the guys all in one direction, or sandwiching them very much. So both those styles are really, really key because it helps. But as you could see, Team Slop is not backing down. They're actually putting out some good damage as well. So a little bit of give and take in this scenario. Love it to see Batman's grapple. It's a thing I like to do to try to practice some move sets with his grapple, actually. It's a lot more skill-based than you think. Solid stuff right now. Harley Quinn in deep trouble. Getting knocked. And wow, Slop doing a good job at the moment, getting 2 stocks early on, and XL coming back, scoring a point. And it is a 2-2 game, guys. Very, very early on still, but you gotta love what you're seeing by Team Slop here. They're actually pushing them to the edge and possibly getting them close to the finish line. And nope, it's a reversal. I love edge guarding, and it's one more fun things about platformers. And you're seeing a lot of smart play here. Everybody staying within. And there goes right there. Slop 1 point away from being 2. And there it is. My goodness. Team Slop is up 2-0 against the defending champions from last week. They get that game easily. And you got to give them credit because that is an earned scenario right there. We're going to get ready to open up the new lobby and get the ball rolling. We hope everybody's enjoying it. Literally just to start, guys. We are still got more games to go. These guys are the top tier greatness. We're just hanging out, casually vibing and enjoying the show. It's been fun so far. We actually got a sub from one of the players. Not a sub, a follow from Protez. I'm not sure how to say his name, but something like that. You got a ZKI. I don't know what that means. But thank y'all for watching. We are here at Core Battle Studios watching the top tier players perform, doing what they do. It's been good so far. I got to give credit where credit is due to Slop. I know I've said that they were good, but I didn't expect a 2-0 setup against the champions. That's insane. So right now I'm in the lobby, prepped and ready to go for the next game. But these guys are actually, you know, this might be the elimination game for the team that we've seen win before. And they're facing against a team with a Harley Quinn. As I said, Assassins got a big buff this past week. They're looking like they could be viable. You have your Finns, you have your Ari, you have Harley Quinns. They have some really, really good combinations, play styles. For me, Ari and Harley Quinn are top tier characters. They're special in their own way when it comes to fighting styles. Have great combinations. They can up air you very well. And Finn, of course, we know what he could do. But it's just something about Harley Quinn and Stark. The combinations that they create are very, very deadly. They just feel powerful. So we're seeing a Harley Quinn right now. We're going to see what happens with the next play. It is currently 2-0. Who would have ever thought that you'll say that twice in one tournament? Team XL is down bad. They're about to get eliminated if they don't step it up. They bring out their Iron Giant in this scenario. We'll see if he can change the game. Let's check it out right now. Iron Giant is getting juggled. Over 120 damage within the first 20 seconds. Insane. Shaggy is putting in some serious work on Iron Giant. He is hurt bad, folks. 150 in under a minute. And he's out of the ring. Talk about dominating the Giant. Ridiculous amount of amazingness there. Wowzers. And looking good for Slop, but they have some high damage, so they got to be careful here. Team XL can definitely come back quickly. As you can see, 1 KO from Harley Quinn there. Now they're chasing down our Shaggy here. It's going to get interesting. Wowzers. My new word, by the way. I'm trying to stick with the Shaggy theme. And there it goes. The drama continues. Iron Giant at 170. Batman at 120. It is a rough road for Team XL right now. They might end up in the losers bracket for the first time in a while or ever during our tournaments that they've played in multiple tournaments already. Multiple time champions. Woo! Beautiful shots and Harley Quinn going up. I spoke too soon, folks. It's looking real good for XL. That was some amazing stuff. They got a chance right here to get Shaggy out and call it a night. Can they do it? Gotta be careful. He's almost out. Woo! Very dangerous situation. They're chasing down Shaggy. Honestly, in moments like this, you want to actually double team the other character and force them, Shaggy, to get into the fight. It's kind of something I like to do personally. And Shaggy trying to get that juggled KO. He could not. Man, it's anybody's game, but it's looking real dangerous for both teams in this scenario. Wow! Team XL and Slop are tied 3-3 with stocks. And there it is! Team XL not going out without a fight. And that's what I like to see the champions saying, hey, man. Hey, we just warming up. Just trying to figure it out, folks. Take it easy. It ain't over yet. And great stuff right there by Team XL to come back and win it. We're going to end up seeing game 2 in just a second. Guys, we don't have the actual replays for you guys. There's a technical difficulty on the stream setup. So it is what it is. But thank y'all for watching. It's going good so far. That was an amazing setup, an amazing run. Let's look at the bracket to see what's going to be happening going forward. So as we can see, still not a lot of situations. We're looking to find out what is happening, but a little bit of a slow pace scenario right now. You guys got to step it up on the other brackets. Guys, the match just started. Game number 4 underway right now. Team XL about to get eliminated. They won the last game to stay alive. But if Team Slop somehow wins just one match, all they have to do, and it's game over and they advance. So, still anyone's game, but nigh oh my. That was an incredible performance by Team XL. I didn't expect it, to be honest with you, but it worked out. You know, this combination here, it's really all about the skill level that you're watching from Mr. Flash himself. This guy's dominated last week with a Shaggy, but this week he's coming back with Iron Giant. We just unlocked Iron Giant too. He was banned for a little while, but now we allow him. Man, oh man, look at this. Team XL coming hot and heavy. Perfectly done right there. Man, watching a Harley Quinn KO Iron Giant is satisfying for me. She's small, she's light, underestimated, underweight, and still dominate. Hope everybody's enjoying these, guys. Feel free to come hang out with me on the Discord. We do want to have special guest commentators hanging out with us as well. You are welcome to come on board and kick it. The wild match right now, to say the least. Woo! 3-3. Anybody's game, but check out the stats. It's a dangerous scenario at the moment. Wow, Team XL not going out without a fight. You have to respect these guys. 2 times in a row to come back, tie the game, and force a game 5. All right? That's insane. Good stuff right there. Liking what I'm seeing so far. Solid, solid, solid. Gonna be going into the next game in just a minute, guys. They're gonna be inviting me shortly, and we're gonna be able to check this game number 5. You got to be excited about that. The way that ended. We're gonna stay on the winners bracket for the day until the very last losers bracket. So it should be good. I'm currently in the lobby, ready to go for the next game with this matchup. Should be fun times. Super excited about this finale. Best of 5, 2 of the best teams we've seen still in the mix, trying to figure it out. And we are looking at a bracket change so that everybody knows. Looking at Godly Gamers coming up and moving up into the bracket semifinals. Have a chance right now to make a name for themselves and win and go to the finals. Is it possible? But they're going to have to face either Team XL or Slop. Those are the 2 teams that they can face if whoever wins this next game right now. So pretty much just sitting there waiting while we go forward for the day. All right. Let's check it out, guys. It's going down right now. Here it is. Game number 5. Right now, rocking the same teammates. And wow, an early KO from Team XL. I don't know what that was about. It was a little bit of insanity there. And we'll see how it plays out in just a minute. And I'm liking the combination. If you guys didn't notice, Harley Quinn put up a trap, and then Shaggy's trying to push people into that trap. But they got to be careful here. Still very dangerous scenario to be in, and I like that setup. It's a smart move. Beautiful plays right now. Both teams doing really good when it comes to some damage here. Harley Quinn very, very much at her limit. Oh, I can't believe it. Team XL's 1 elimination away from winning this whole thing, folks. They have a decent lead here, so they can really do some damage and get the job done. Nice spikes by Shaggy, but not enough. Team Slop can get Iron Giant out here with a nice Ladies and gentlemen, Team Slop 1 kill away from winning it all. They do it! Team Slop somehow advance and move on to the semi-finals. Wow. That was incredible. Gotta give props and respect to them for everything that they've done and coming this far and getting the job done. Great stuff. Guys, we'll be right back in just a second. Stick with us. Everybody watching, man, I'm a little bit stunned and shocked for the first time watching Team XL on the losers bracket. If you look on the bottom left, they're officially there. It's never been done. And today's the day that never becomes a possibility, because Team Slop, a team that we've seen dominate and do well, but always get beaten out by Team XL. They get revenge here somehow and end up moving into the semifinals. The funny part is it's not over, because XL will be back. They have a chance to get back into the finals. We're literally ready to go. Everything is set and prepped. The players are about to begin their match for Team Slop and Team Godly Gamers. We've seen Godly Gamers before once, about 2 weeks ago. They did okay, but they could not make it. So today they're in the semifinals. That means that they are ready to go. You have Team Slop, who has shown that they can do it, and they just beat out the champions. They have a nice combination. I really like Harley Quinn setting up some traps on the outside of the edge, and then having Shaggy come along with a spin sidekick to be able to push players out. I thought that was interesting. So Team Slop doing a good job with their team composition. When it comes to Godly Gamers, they're rocking a Jake and a Stark. All right, those two players are very light, but what you get when you have these light characters is the ability to be mobile when it comes to accurate power damage output and hard to hit. So that's what we're getting right now. We're gonna see how that plays out in just a moment. Of course, this is anybody's game, but could be fun and interesting. And there goes game number 1 underway right now. Just getting started. Hope everybody's enjoying right now. We're watching Team Slop versus Team GG. We're gonna call them G Gamers as they go forward playing this match. Some nice damage here, and amazing uppercuts by Shaggy, just on fire, not playing around right now, doing his thing. And again, with a Jake in the building, you always get those special moves that are tough. And wow, Shaggy with a triple KO. He's on a rampage, folks. Literally enraged in every way when it comes to his gameplay here. Shout out to Pro with some amazing plays so far for this one round in the matches. I really like Shaggy. Like I said, I played with him recently. Very fun, easy to pick up at any time. If you're new to the game, that's the type of character you want to pick, in my opinion. And wow, look at the comeback by G Gamers, doing a good job getting some plays going. Can G Gamers step it back up? They're really chasing down that Ari, but Ari's putting out as much damage as they can. They have 2 more stocks to try to catch up. And you know, Ari can provide that easily with her amazing plays, as you see right there. Perfect timing. And now it's a tie 2-2, but you gotta be careful there. Stark is down bad. One good play and it's a wrap. Look at this, amazing. Wow. Team Slop taking game number 1, starting off hot, getting the job done. Gotta respect it, man. These guys have been amazing to watch. Somehow they beat Team XL, and then now they're winning game number 1 of a best of 5 against G Gamers. Beautiful side kick. Perfectly done right here. You see that startup was the beginning play, but the amazingness from Harley Quinn to throw him up in the air, juggle him, and then come out with this play on the finish. Uppercut from Shaggy. And here is the play of the day, guys, for the grand finale on this run. Again, Shaggy, 4 KOs in that one game. All right, we're moving over to game number 2 in the best of 5. Flop has a game, but guess what? It's not over till it's over. Still a lot of games to play. Here we go, underway right now. Hope you guys are enjoying. This is to get into the finals, guys. So anybody that wins this can win it all, possibly tonight. I'm really loving Shaggy and Harley Quinn. It's just something special about them together. Really, really nice stuff. Wow, pushing them to the edge. Nothing there, though. Great recovery by Stark with her sword. There's plenty of plays to be done right now when it comes to Team Slop. They have high damage output right now. They got to just get this finish. It's all about getting that finish. Look at that. Jake KO'd with an up air. I'm loving all the damage that Stark is putting out right now. Just top tier stuff. But it's not enough. It's not enough. It's fun watching Jake. It's a player that I don't see much in the tournaments. He can be very, very challenging to deal with some of his movesets. Right now, G-Gar gamers have high damage on Slop. They can easily score 2 stocks here. It looks like they just might take 1 player down. There it is, the beginning of the end possibilities. Great combination, and there it is, 2-2. G-Gamers trying to make a comeback here, and it's an open field for anybody to step it up. Team Slop not taking no for an answer. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here and greatness. This Shaggy is incredible. He has been performing at a very, very high level. And my oh my, he's giving them a 2-0 lead. But guess what? We've seen a lot of 2-0 leads and they don't produce the finish. So never know what could happen in this scenario, guys. Literally anybody's game. But as we watched game number 1, you're going to watch this replay real quickly. And I'll be right back. That, my friends, is greatness at its finest. We have literally Team Slop 2-0 right now, and they are about to get ready for the next couple matches. We'll see if it's gonna last. We're in the lobby now, ready to go for the next game, and they literally are 2-0. And if they win this, they make it to the finals, and in a convincing fashion. First of all, they almost lost against Team XL. XL fought their way, kept fighting. They were down as well. They made it back to all the way to game 5 after being down 2-0. And all of a sudden, they still won the game. So Team Slop, will they repeat or will they just finish it off right now? That's the question of the day. We still have other matches happening. Lobbies are figuring it out, and should be interesting how it all plays out. Again, anybody's game. There's no certainties in these matchups as we go forward. So let's enjoy it and see what happens in this scenario. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. It's been fun. We're gonna get special guests in here. If you feel like you have some commentary skills, hit me up on Discord. We'll see about getting you set up to be a part of this. Want everybody involved. Let's get over to the gameplay. Enough talk. Can Team Slop finish this off? It's a best of 5. They have 2-0 victory right now. They have to win this in order to take the game. My goodness. Madness on edge guarding right now. Who's the better edge guarder? Look at that. Again, Shaggy just dominating right now. Performing very well. Love what I'm seeing out here. Furious madness at its finest. With the Shaggy Rage is the thing I don't like to allow, because then that gives the team the buff that you don't want. And look at that. As I say it, Shaggy takes advantage and does his thing. Doesn't get eliminated in that scenario somehow. And now he does with the Caster's Jinx. And Harley Quinn in deep trouble. She gets eliminated as well. G Gamers are coming back with a vengeance on some great plays there. You gotta love what you're seeing from them right now. There are Ari's doing incredible work so far. Again, wait until we start seeing a assassin and a tank together. That's going to be incredible. I'm interested to see that. And wow, the plays by Stark right now to keep their team alive. Doing incredible stuff here. Almost getting Harley Quinn out. There it is. 3-3. Anybody's game. Both players have a player over 90 damage. So it's a dangerous world. And there it is. Finale. With the win. Team Slop taking that game and advancing to the finals officially. Go ahead and watch that replay right now. Again, Team Slop were 2-0, and all they had to do was win this tournament. It came through, and I can't lie, that Shaggy of theirs has been putting on a show with his uppercuts. Just solid up specials. Really good stuff here. And I love Shaggy. He's been fun to play with, and he can do some really serious great combos with that down attack, up attack setup. I love it. Down special, down attack type of scenario. Look at this right here. The juggling that was happening where Harley Quinn was in deep waters. He backed off of the scenario, and it gave Stark a chance to try and come back in this scenario. That was where that great double combo happened and both players get eliminated. But at this point, anybody's game. Again, I have this on slow motion so you guys can see a little bit in a little slower motion. And that was it right there. The grand finale. Let's take a look at the bracket while everything updates and preps. Future. So we're looking at Team FB versus All Stars. Still trying to figure that game out. And XL is waiting for that game to be done. So that's going to be the next matchup that we'll watch. You can see still some matches in progress. All Stars are playing right now. We're waiting for that finish. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. So far, so good. It was a great battle by Flop. I don't know, man. They're starting to catch fire. They already beat one of the best teams in our community. So they have a chance to do anything. Guys, we're going to be right back with the next game in our tournaments coming up. Somebody in the chat said, hey, that Shaggy player from the slop teams kind of GOAT. He actually already is. He's showcased top tier material so far. And that's what we want to see here. The best of the best. We want to be able to beat top tier stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen. One of the players are in the Discord. Hilarious. You guys got to come over to the Discord. I recommend it if you're enjoying the stream. You can enjoy these players. They're competitive. They want to win. They want to be the best. And we're here for it. That's all we want, too, is every player to succeed and to grow and to be great. And that just makes us better when they're better. So let's see what happens going forward. This is going to be an interesting match, all right? We have Team XL that we know have been the champions. They've won before, and they're really good. They pull out an Iron Giant every once in a while, and it kind of disturbs what we know. And then you have on the opposite side, Team All-Stars, who are making a push now. They actually performed very well at the start, and they almost beat Team XL. So this is pretty much a rematch in this scenario. So can Team XL beat them again, or will they find a way to get back and win this? Is the question. So we're gonna see. It's anybody's game. And we got Yuji Bear in the chat saying, "What's some good games?" 100%, it was incredible, man. Those are the type of games you want to see, you know, as a commentator and just as a fan, right? A viewer wanting to see something fun and really good. Nothing like seeing that type of action. All right, so really loved it. Thank you guys so much for putting on a show. This next one's interesting. We got a Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny. Honestly speaking, I've said those are the best two characters in the game. You can agree to disagree, whatever you feel. That's my personal opinion. I really feel that way. Okay, and I still feel that way, even with all the buffs and nerfs that's been happening. Still have them in the top two spots, like number 1 and number 2. You can put them back and forth. And after that, we get into arguments about who's the best in the game. But it doesn't matter because what matters is team synergy. I was explaining this to Cloudy, my partner in crime, my gaming brother. When we play MultiVersus, I explained to him individually, it doesn't matter how good we can do, we can't synergize and play together. So that is an interesting thing in this scenario. So I'm interested to see how it plays out, because you know that these teams have played together already. They played against each other. They know what to expect. And when you're bringing an Iron Giant against a Tom and Jerry, that could be interesting. So we'll see how that works out. And we've seen the first fight, it went down to game number 5. So hopefully we can get something like that again. All right, so speaking of that, we're gonna bring in our special guest, the Marvelous. And by the way, other players are more than happy to come into this commentary. Usually I do a little mini conversation about stuff before we get you in, but Marvelous has been around for a while. He's already commentated before, doing a great job with that. Giving a shout out to you, brother. How we doing?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm great to be back. I can't wait to see this rematch. I know I watched a little bit on stream. This is going to be a really fun thing. If All-Star Brawl can get this will be fun. If Accelerate gets it, it'll be fun. This tournament has been a blast. I'm enjoying all the games and matchups that we've been seeing. Very good competitors.
Says the guy who's currently in the finals. Of course, it's a blast. What if you lost twice and were eliminated in the first round? You know?
Yeah, that.
Not as fun. No, but great stuff, man. Congratulations being in the finals. That's all I wanted to actually say. I'm in here in this lobby right now. These players are ready to go. And it should be good.
I cannot wait to see this. This is going to be fun. I'm hoping to see a game 5 as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm down for whatever the players want to do. Whoever's in control. Hold on a second. Okay, so we still have some stuff, so let's just talk about it here, Marvelous, while we wait for these guys to prep for their match. If we're looking at it and how this all played out, Team XL and Brawlers faced off on the first round, the first game of the day, and XL won barely, made it through, and you guys beat them. Now they went into the losers bracket and they have to face off against the team that they beat. So that's an interesting setup, because when you get, let's say it's your situation, right? This is what you went through as the Brawlers, right? What is your mindset going into that second game? What do you feel you need to do to prepare? What is your goals in that situation?
I think right now, so if I remember correctly from the first series, I want to say they went up 2-0. And then I think that's when they brought out the Iron Giant. So I think what they got to do is they got to just prepare for the Iron Giant, and maybe some advice from what me and my duo did when they brought out the Iron Giant is we saw when they had that when he had his shield protection, we wanted to try to stay clear away from that because we didn't want to get in all that damage, and so we wanted to wait for that to deteriorate and just avoid and take attacks where we can. because they're such a good team. They will be able to punish you, and you just have to prepare for that. And I think All-Star Brawl is a great matchup for this, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm in the lobby now. We're ready to go.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, they were just working on some settings in here, so everything's settled. But yeah, so your statement is true. I think for me, when I play Iron Giant, I like to have a character that can juggle him. There's certain characters that can really toss him around and disturb his whole movement. He's so big. Remember like Superman, for example, you know when you do the neutral? I like to jump in the air, do the neutral. It's a neutral combo, but I do it above Iron Giant's head. Right, and by the time I land, I already struck all of my shots. He's getting juggled a bit. I can switch it up and do a different combination at the same time and just do different things like that to disturb him from being able to dare you or do whatever attacks that he has in his arsenal. That's kind of how I like to play Iron Giant. And if I can, you know, keep the other teammate busy with my other teammate fighting him one-on-one, so I can just isolate the Iron and try to do as much damage as possible. We saw it in one of the matches. I think you guys were the dude, your partner, what's his name? How do we pronounce that? Pro what?
I want to say it's Protsky. I think that's how we pronounce it.
Listen, you're guessing also.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, Proxy was incredible because what he did was in the first 20 seconds he had Iron Giant at 120.
I know. I realized. I was like, wait, you got him at a 120 already?
That was insane, and that's the type of stuff I like to do. Here we go. I don't do it often, but once in a while. Here we go. Iron Giant and Batman sitting here on Team XL, about to fight off against All-Star Brawls. We're gonna call them the Brawlers for now. And they're going in on Iron. Like I said, 70 damage already on Iron. It's very easy to get the damage on him, but he can do damage right back at the same time. So it's one of those situations.
And I do want to point out the fact in this matchup, I do realize that Hop and Flash, they run the tag training perk for the knockback influence, and that really helps them. That's why they're able to sustain so much damage and not be knocked out right away, and that's why you have to get them really close to the edge. And so far, they're doing a decent job. It looks very even from what I'm seeing. Iron Giant already in the yellow.
Definitely, I love that. And but so is Bugs Bunny, and you know there's a big difference between Iron Giant and Bugs Bunny.
That is true.
Bugs is about to get out of here. And look at this, they get a Tom early and a Bugs with a double uppercut. Perfect.
That Iron Giant is feisty.
Woo! Woo! 2-2.
Oh, 2-2. We're in tie game. This is gonna be so close. I am predicting a game 5 from here with the way this is going. We'll see if anyone dominates.
Yeah, I love to see it, man. I mean, the more the better for us. Have a great, nice night of games with these top players. We want you guys to get signed. We want you guys to go pro, win these tournaments, make millions. You know, that'll be the best thing for our community. You know, so the more the better practice and, you know, give us exciting games also at the same time.
Yeah, and that Iron Giant, as we saw, was at 90 and very close to going out, but because of how big he is, he was able to get back down. This Bugs looked to be a little bit in trouble, but he's doing good job getting out of there. This is going to be a really close matchup.
Yes, it is, but Iron is in danger here, and my, oh my, getting taken out right there. The Brawlers are brawling, and this is my favorite 2 characters I think are the best in the game. We can talk about it, Marvelous, after this match. But, oh man, Tom and Jerry and Bugs together are menacing to society, let's just call them right there.
Yeah, and so far they have to get good work on this Batman. Stay away from it because they could be in trouble.
Anybody's game right now. One shot away from both teams being able to win. Amazing
grab
stuff.
Iron Giant gets blocked.
Woo! Bugs is out. It's a 3-3. This is it.
This is gonna be close. Tom and Jerry with the fishing net almost got the up air. Iron Giant is trying to do anything in his path to stay away and get any attacks he can. But he gets hit. This is going to be close. Ooh.
The game changer is coming up right now with double combo and XL.
Wow.
Take game number 1 to start the day.
And like we've been saying, Iron Giant at 160 does not get out. That's how beefy he is.
Yeah. What was the perks that you felt were best?
So I forget the name of it. It's like tagonometry whatever the knockback influence, I realized that they stack it so they're able to get hit up and not be knocked back as much. And so
Yeah, it's called
we had
Tasmanian
to implement
trigonometry.
that. Yeah, Tasmanian, that perk.
That thing is insane. Yeah, I
It's
double stack
really
that. I tell my teammates to double stack that one, and then give me triple jump as well. Those are really nice combos. And then after that, whatever you want for your last perk. But of course, that's not mandatory, but it's one of those things that does help. As you can see right
It
there,
really does save.
almost
yeah.
getting out, but he's so big and so heavy, man. On this replay
Oh, yeah.
here, we're watching some of the previous action. We might not be able to see the whole thing because I have it on slow motion. I might have to cut out my slow motion on these replays because next match is about to start.
Yeah, no, it's looking close. Like, they're trying to do anything to the Iron Giant, and then I want to say either the Batman came in. No, it was the Iron Giant. They got that combo on Tom and Jerry.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Game number 2 coming up right now as this replay is about to be done. We're going to head right over to game number 2. I have my co-host, the Marvelous. We'd like to thank Nizzy for the follow. We're going into game number 2 right now. The losers bracket, the team who already faced off, but they're coming back to try to see if they can advance and make it into the finals.
This is going to be so much fun. So far, it looks like the Batman's already on 18 and the Iron Giant. That's what brawlers like to do. They like to get the attack early. It's just whether they can close it out. It will come down to the end.
I love having a tank on my team personally, whether it's Superman, Wonder Woman, or even Iron Giant. I'm really not an Iron Giant fan. I'm gonna say it straight up. Since he was broken back in the day, it's still a bad taste in my mouth. Even though he's balanced now. But I prefer Wonder Woman or Superman, and it's just fun because they can just take that damage and you can be there for the opportunities to do some crazy plays and do something amazing. And we'll see what happens here when you have 2 incredible high damage output Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry too. So that's different play style. Not having that tank makes it so that you got to be way more careful.
Yeah, and Bugs and Iron Giant are having a big fight right now. One of them will probably go out very shortly. They're all in the yellow. This is amazing.
You gotta love what you're seeing for Iron Giant representing the only Iron Giant. We hardly get to see him. Something that Flash was pushing for a long time now, and he's in the tournament and he's doing well. I think that's shows some of these characters. And there goes Batman starting the day hot with his uppercut.
Oh yeah, Hop is really good with the uppercut with Batman. You have to deal with that or else he will hit you. But everything's in the yellow. There goes Iron Giant. And it's just rough. It's a madhouse. They're fighting.
Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing from Bugs Bunny though. He's pretty much terrorizing the situation. You can't sleep on Jerry either. He just gets Batman out there. Now he's coming back for vengeance here.
Now it's going to be a close matchup. It's going to be very tight in the end. All the yellows are gone. Now it's like a reset. Who will get these last 2 lives? It'll depend. Who can get their hits?
Absolutely. And I really loved what we just saw there where Tom throws Jerry into Bugs so that Bugs can carry it. It's some trick that I like to do. And then I can still throw my tennis balls and do a bunch of different tricks with Jerry, but at the safety of him not being in danger. So little things like that make a big difference when you're rocking a Tom and Jerry. I'm actually a Tom and Jerry main. Woo! And that's
nice.
Beautiful dare. Frying pan. Wow, Bugs Bunny getting another KO, and it's looking good for brawlers.
They just need to focus on this Batman, and I think we'll see what happens if Batman can get away or hit some fights. This Iron Giant's going to really need to protect. He's going after Bugs.
Yeah, what I like to do in these scenarios when somebody's high damage and they're running away, fine, run away. I'll double team your teammate. You just eat the teammate up as much as you can. And wow, it's a 3-3 series now. Anybody's game.
That's close.
Note that Jerry's very... And there it is! Team Brawler not going out with a sweep, that's for sure. They get 1 game. And good stuff from them.
Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. I'm definitely expecting a swap game ever. I don't think there's going to be ever a 2-game lead. Otherwise, that will be it. I think we'll go to the 5th game, but I mean, time will tell.
anyone's game. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna put the actual replays on full speed, guys, from now on. That way you can see everything on time, and then whenever another match gets going, we'll go from there. But what we saw here, a lot of good action early on with amazing stuff from Team Brawlers there to be able to knock out Iron. And from here, it was all just trading shots, right? You want to try to put out as much damage as you can, of course, not get hit. But at the end of the day, as long as you get that last KO first, doesn't matter what the damage output was. This is where they got that finale right here as Batman comes in, hoping to stay alive. Gets hit by the Jerry hook, folks. Woo! Who would have thought?
That fishing rod is nasty.
It is. Yes, it is. And we're here live at Core Battle Studios. I am your host, Mad Gamer. Make sure you show some support on social media. Like to interact with everybody about this stuff. We're just getting started with the MultiVersus stuff. Literally. Marvelous, I know, has been waiting for the leaderboards and stuff. There's a lot of work behind that I want to do, prepping for the future, because it's going to be bigger stuff than what I'm doing right now going forward for it. So this is a slow process. We've been taking it easy. I just came back from vacation. It's been a lot of trying to get my life together. I had a flood in my house. It's been pretty wild, but enough talk. We'll talk about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Right now, in the thick of it, beautiful stuff when it comes to Jerry right now. I like everything he's doing, just consistent damage, consistent stage control, and then he loses his Jerry, and now he gotta rethink his life here.
And for anyone that doesn't see, we don't have an Iron Giant right now. He pulled out the Shaggy. Let's see if he can do anything better with it. They like to switch around with it. Hop is just really good at the Batman. Now the good thing about this game is whoever wins, they will have a big advantage going into game 4.
Totally agree. And speaking of that Shaggy you're talking about, he was MVP last week when they won the Battle Pass for one of the tournaments. And so that says a lot. And speaking of that, they're dominating in this round already. But yeah, they showcased Shaggy very well last time, and they won MVP with him because they switched over and got it done. And look at this. Team Brawlers are not giving up. They're down one stock, 2-1 right now.
Yes, they just need to get that Shaggy out of here as soon as possible and not take much damage and try to bring it down to a tie game. Because right now, Excel is still in a lead. But anyone's game, Brawler can bring it back. I know whoever gets 3 stocks doesn't have it in the bag all the time.
Definitely not. It's anybody's game, and it's super interesting to see how this one plays out. Shaggy's hurt pretty bad here. They got to be careful with him. And there it is. As I say it, Caster's Curse.
Yeah, as they are tied 2-2, it did look like Brawlers did take a while to get them out. And as you can see, oh my goodness, what a down spike by Bugs. That could change the game.
Definitely, they're up 3-2. But Bugs is also hurt here, so got to be pretty careful about how they play this. In this scenario, you have 2 Brawlers who are heavy in damage output. So they have a chance to, get in here and try to mix it up, and that's what makes it very difficult. Brawler is one of the highest win rates in the game. There's no official stats, but you can see right here, uppercuts left and right by Batman. Close game, anybody's game in this scenario.
Who can clutch
See
it
how
out.
it plays out.
Tom and Jerry is getting juggled around there, just trying to kill him and get him out. But Bugs is trying his best to save his teammate. It's going to be close.
Wow, a beautiful safe KO. Safety KO. Did you see that, guys? I've never seen that happen. I've done it off stage, but I've never done it while I was on stage like that. The perfect timing that it takes. And wow. Shout out to Brawlers. Now they have an actual lead in this scenario.
And like I said, whoever wins this game will have an advantage, and that goes to Brawlers the next game. Accelerate might be a little bit nervous because they cannot afford a loss if they want to move on.
That's true. We'll see what happens. Right now, I want to watch this very carefully. Watch the right side of the screen. I've done this off stage with Bugs Bunny, but I've never done it while the safe was on stage. Right? It was incredible stuff to say the least, and just amazing. He was almost knocked out there. He gets back on stage. Let's just keep watching Bugs in this scenario, guys. So when he comes back in, of course, you know, they're down 3-3. Anybody's game. Still very early. They're making some moves here. They're trying to figure it out. But the amazing stuff was that one play at the finish here that was just top tier stuff. And again, it's easy to do at the edge, but right at the edge right there, as you can see, we could replay that segment. Just look. I'm gonna pause it right here. Does it right on the edge. Just never done that one. I love it. Perfect stuff. I wonder what the blast radius is on that specific safety right there on the bottom. How much blast radius does it have? That's the question of the day.
That is a good question. It just goes to show how much that guy knows how to play Bugs right now. And that's the cool thing I also like to point out is, like, as you said, Bugs and Tom and Jerry being the best characters, I feel like while that is true, I feel like any character is great as long as the players know how to utilize their kit. Like, my main is Harley, and I think Harley is a great player. I mean, any player is good as long as they know how to use them.
For sure. I think one of those things of, like, you give a top player any character, they're going to dominate. Give a rookie character, and they're going to probably struggle with that same character. Not always about the characters, and the thing is you know, there's certain characters that have more utility or more recovery skills. Other characters can box well. You know, there's a lot of different possibilities on how they play and stuff like that, and these nerfs and buffs have been really nice for the game, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it, but they did a good job with the recent ones to balance out some characters, in my opinion, to allow us to really get the competitive esports.
Yeah, no, I'm really loving how they're paying attention to what the people want, and they're constantly trying to update the game, fix the servers, fix the characters, make them better, make them more compatible so that one's not too stronger than the other. And for anyone that doesn't know yet, the new character, the Gremlin, is coming out on Tuesday. It got released today in a trailer.
Yeah, it's not just a Gremlin, it's my Gremlin.
No.
Gizmo is coming out first. There's going to be two of them. The first one's going to be Gizmo. Officially, it's been announced. And then the second one will be Strike. But he's coming out at a later time. I'm not sure when that's happening. And then, of course, we got Black Adam. Who else? You never know who else might be announced right away as well. So, but that's pretty cool.
Rick's supposed to be coming soon. I've been waiting and storing my gold for him.
Oh yeah.
Because I know they announced him, but he's been pushed back.
Yeah, he's been pushed back. I like it. I think, you don't want Rick and Morty out at the same time. Give me a mix. Give me a little this and a little that. I'm excited for ranked mode to come out already. I actually haven't figured out a main yet. I want Tom and Jerry, but might have to switch because I don't have a steady partner to play ranked with yet. So I have to decide on a character that can carry a random player. You know what I mean? Like, instead of picking who I love, I gotta pick somebody who can work with a bad player or work with a good player, complement anybody. So I might have to go with a tank or something. Kind of just, I haven't decided. For everybody watching, give me your thoughts on who would be that character that you feel can help anyone. So a Wonder Woman, in my opinion, is an example where she's a tank. She can take heavy damage. She can take on 2-on-1s. You know, there's a lot of utility with her to help your team as well. Kind of like her a little bit.
I was actually going to suggest, that was going to be my first suggestion, would be Wonder Woman, especially with the recent buffs that she's got with her weight class and everything. She does have a lot of stuff that can help carry team with the shield too.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, it's also just find somebody you're great with. I was saying it earlier. Pick a character you really want to get good with, and then just try to smash it. Go from there. Somebody in the chat said Jake. Come on, man. Garnett for sure. Oh man, y'all setting me up. Oh,
they must be trolling.
They setting me up. I see how it is. I see how it is in the chat, guys.
We gotta go with Steven Universe.
Steven, I love Steve. Actually, I'm actually a big fan of Steven Universe. I think he's gonna be one of the top 5. Once the game fully balances and everybody's like done playing, like, you know, right now Morty's hot, and next week everybody's gonna be a Gizmo main, and then, you know, once all that cools off, I think Steven will be in one of the top.
No, I do have to agree with you. Steven, I think, is a very underrated character. You don't see him that often. When you do, most players know how to play them. He's got such a good kit, good shields. He's able to help his teammate too. I think provides shields for the teammate as well. So he's a really good support character.
Yeah, for sure. And guys, we might have a bad situation. Players stop playing their match without us. Yep, most likely. 99% sure that's what happened. And that is fine. It is what it is. We'll just keep on advancing through this losers bracket. We'll see. This guy over here is waiting for his matchup. Marvelous, just scouting all these players.
No, it's gonna be fun. I just like to, even though we're waiting, it's great to watch all the matchups. Maybe get a few warm-up matches in too before to stay warm. But yeah, no, it's so good content. Really loving the stream, loving the matchups, loving the players.
Yeah, for sure, man. I like to learn, you know. So like when I watch, I'm actually mentally taking notes on different plays. Somebody does something really cool. Like to get creative when I play. I'm not really competitive on some like let me win, but I want to play and do a wild stuff where I'm like, oh, that was amazing, and I amaze myself. So when I see someone else do something, I'm like, I could try that, and then try to add something to whatever they did. You know, that's the type of way I play personally, because I like the creative side. Like I'm an artist type of thing, so that's how I play. Now, competitively also, if you're watching, you can learn tactics or ways people play so you can be better and evolve. So I recommend it big time. I always tell people to watch the best players full matches every second, even the way they talk. You know?
No, I do understand that. It's really good to take notes and learn. And I think the game just finished behind the stream. And I think All-Star Brawl did actually win 3-1. I think they're about to play Godly Gamers.
Yep. Yes, they are. So we're going to be prepping for that in just a minute, guys. For now, give us your thoughts, opinions on some of these topics. Nothing I say is meant to be, you know, I'm not one of those guys. Everything I say is the law. For example, Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry. If you disagree, that's fine. Guess what? There's a bunch of amazing characters in this game. That's what makes it. That's why I love it so much. And you can look at it from a different view and say, well, Velma's broken. She's so powerful. You know, once you have her on a 2-on-2, she can do a lot of crazy things. You know, we can go with Batman and his amazing uppercuts and different play style. You know, there's a lot of popularity for Shaggy, for example. You can go in different angles of what you think makes somebody the best. And no wrong answer is what I'm saying. So, you know, it's fun to just talk about.
Oh yeah, totally feel you. Nothing's wrong. It's always great to get opinions from others and learn, and then talk about it and everything.
For sure. Except for the guys in here telling me that I should main Jake or Garnett.
Except for those people.
You gotta ban them. Somebody ban them. No, but nah, not. And that's a good talk to talk about with Tony if he's watching. You know, sometimes these devs watch. The issue for me, I actually love Garnet. When I first played her, I'm like, she's pretty cool. I don't know who the hell she was. She just like doing music notes. I'm a music artist, so I'm like, oh, this is nice. She got some good combo styles. Like, I was like, this girl's pretty good. But then you play someone else with like a Bugs, for example, with a rocket to survive anything, and you know, all types of different utility from different characters. You're like, wait a minute, I don't think I want to play Garnet, even though she's decent in her own way. Like, I don't think I want to play her right now. She's not going to help me as much as this other character might. You get me?
Yeah, no, I totally feel that.
So it's one of those combos of like, how do they make them more relevant in different ways? So buffing her a little bit and making her really powerful. I'm like, oh, you got to have her on your team. Or if not, you know, you're missing out on this one thing that she can offer. Just like other characters in the game that I feel do the same thing. Right now, Morty, perfect example. Let's talk about him for a second. Oh, Marvelous. So his down special, as you're getting KO'd, I can pull you back in.
Yes.
From a dangerous situation. So as a teammate, he's supposed to be a brawler, but he has support and mage skills in his kit.
Mm-hmm. No, I did realize that too.
Yeah, I feel like he's such a powerful guy. Like, it's like, wow, like, all right, well, maybe I want him on my team, or at least maybe me main him. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I could main this guy because he's gonna save my teammate at all times. If I had a bad teammate, I could save him, or a good teammate, but you know, save them. And then also I can throw out a bunch of projectiles like I do with Tom and Jerry. You know, he's pretty good. That variety.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think
So
they're asking me for your user. They're trying to figure out how to invite you. I'm trying to tell them what your username is real quick.
Yeah, they know it.
They know it.
Come on.
We love the technical difficulties.
Yeah. No, but so anyways, so my question was, you know, like, how do you feel about him, for example? Like, I know he's new and we still got to figure him out and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but, so oh, sorry, my bad. You can continue.
No, go for it. Tell me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so when he first came out, I was so eager to play him because I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan, and their new season starts Sunday, so I'm going to be watching that. But back to Morty, I really liked his set. It was confusing at first to understand all of his tags because his set is so big with the mage, support, the tags, and everything. But I think what I really like about it is his grenades. I like starting them off with that combo with shooting his grenades, and then hitting them in and stacking it with some projectile perks to help get the extra damage. But yeah, he has such a big kit. His down special is really good. His up air is great. It's just, I think, unfortunately, with how he is, not many players are utilizing him that much because they don't think that he has a good kill range and a good attack damage. But I think people just need to keep playing him more and understanding more of his kit. And I think Morty will become a really good player.
It's possible. It's possible. I personally think he is automatically. I already have him going to be one of the best. My thing is, like I was telling you with Steven Strange, Steven Universe, Steven Strange, Steven Universe. I felt like he's gonna be one of the best in the game overall, like top 5 best in the game. 4 months from now, when the game is fully balanced, when everything is already set in stone. And you're gonna see the meta come to like a still, like a automatic. This is where it's at, and I believe he'll be there. But Marty felt like, damn, he's really, really, really powerful. Of course, you got to be skilled. It's different when you just pass it to me, who's a casual. I'm not playing competitively, right? So I get on, I'm playing all the characters. I'm not mastering somebody. And then you give me Morty, and I'm like, oh, he's fun, but I'm just fooling around. I'm not sitting there practicing in the lab doing combos. I'm not practicing, you know, I'm not going to the extent that a pro player should and figure out. And then you're gonna see that sooner or later some of the top players will end up dominating. And by the way, talk about top players, we finally made it. It's about damn time. We're about to see the match right now. It took a whole hour for these guys to figure it out. Rocket science. Game number 1. All-Star Brawlers versus Team XL.
And this is actually a new setup. They're not bringing the Tom and Jerry and Bugs. We're seeing a Harley and Velma. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Velma's one of the best, so don't sleep on that.
Oh, no. Definitely not sleeping.
And where Velma, her support, her ability to throw projectiles, and she can spike, she can up air you, she can do a lot. She's incredible.
And right away, we already have a 1-0. I want to say, and a 2-0. This Arya is popping off right now.
Yes, sir. Gotta love it.
Gotta love
again, two assassins against each other. You gotta see that. My favorite assassins, Harley and Stark, going at it.
Exactly. It's gonna be great. And already 3-1. Godly gamers are doing really well right now. Somehow I've lost your voice.
We're back. So, looking good right now. All-Star Brawlers versus Godly Gamers. Godly Gamers might take this game right here. The way they're playing, really excellent. Almost had the finish there. Velma's in trouble right now. She's running for her life, and she gets TKO.
This is a really good start.
How you like that, Velma?
The Velma, I think, is playing decently. I think Velma, I mean, as she did 202 damage, I gotta see more of the replays, but I think she just needs to get more control of her snipe right there, as we see with her megaphone and her aerials. But I mean, she got an up air there with that attack. I think the Arya and Jake are just playing a little bit better, but we'll see what happens if they keep the same or if they're going to switch back to their Tom and Jerry and Bugs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're good with the character. I believe if you're playing competitively, you want to just master something. It's better than fooling around. Like, you know, casually, like I said, I play more casually just to have fun. So I play all the characters. It's a lot of fun. So different, the variety. But if I'm competitive and I'm like, hey, I want to win, I'm going to stick to one. I'm going to master them. And you're going to have a hard time against me. Because now it's all about my combinations. Now it's all about my reversals when it comes to recovery. Different things that I can do. And you can see right there, just great stuff right now. By start and switching up to end up there. Let's go right into game number 2, guys, as we have good gamers. We'll call them good gamers, godly gamers, stepping it up, showing improvement.
Yeah.
They got a Jake and a Stark here. I like that. Different combination.
I do like the setup. It's going to be great. And if they can get rid of Bugs and Tom, which it seems like they're doing really good damage right now, that Bugs is on 53.
It's always interesting at the start of who can get those first knocks. Your team gets under pressure, then you're down a few stocks and it's not looking good. So,
and as you can see, the Jake is at 45, and yes, the Tom and Jerry is also at 22. But we see Arya and Bugs at 98 and 77. It's going to be really fun to see who gets these kills.
100%. And my thing right now, what I'm liking at the moment is the setup. You see Tom taking control of 2 players, and then Bugs is setting up with his rocket, getting another KO there. Now it's 1-1 stock. Anybody's game. All-Stars trying to sort through this scenario to get themselves back on the scoreboard. Gamers won the first game, right?
Yes, they did. It is 1-0 Gamers. And as we can see, Jake is taking forever, and there goes Jake. I also do want to point out that I actually know Godly Gamers. They are actually my friends. So it's really cool to see friends and bringing people together to play this game.
Yeah, definitely. That is awesome, especially the caster's bias.
I will be rooting for them.
Godly Gamers are the greatest gamers in the world. No. And look at this beautiful up there, right there. Solid stuff. I've been watching Tom do a lot of the fish hook to try to get knocks special. Like it.
That is true, and I can't wait to see. I mean, this Arya player, he's really good. But there goes him. As I was saying it, I got Caster's curse.
Definitely Caster's curse. And we got a 3-3 scenario. This is the grand finale, anybody's game. They got to look for that special play, you know. Who has what it takes to get this clutch moment? And there it is. Bugs almost had it. Gets disturbed at the end there. Ari's in trouble out here at the edge. Got to be careful.
Yeah, it's going to be anybody's game who can get that last hit. Arya is trying to push for Bugs.
Woo! And there it is. 2-0.
Godly Gamers won a rematch. They want the rematch with the Slop Gobblers. This is going to be fun. But no, I like all the teams. All the teams tonight, they're playing great. They're showing what they're made of. It's a great matchup. Let's see if the Brawl Stars can put up a point on the board.
We'll see. That's easier said than done. But as you can see right here, match point for both teams. We're watching a quick replay. See how that one unfolds.
Yeah, that's smack right there by Jake with his arm. I mean, what's kind of annoying, what I don't like about Jake is his range of attacks is just incredible. The way he can throw his arms.
Yeah, for sure. One of those things with Jake that I talk about, light, but he's very useful in a lot of different ways. Spamming up air. Well, actually, not even up air. Up attack. A bunch of different moves that he can do that are kind of a pain to deal with, especially if he's skating on your head. And you're like, what?
Oh yeah, that skate is such annoying to get out of. Whenever I'm getting bonked on the head with that, I'm like, please.
Yes, that's how I feel about it. It's frustrating, but it's a great thing if you're a Jake. Those are the type of plays that you want to.
Cannot wait to see what happens in Game 3.
Sure, for sure. And guys, we're working on this, getting you guys into the next game, but waiting on the players to set up shop. Something's going on with our setup here. Just 1 minute. Be right back. I don't know what is going on. Technical difficulties on the stream, guys. Give us a second. Everything is kind of frozen up here. Even figure it out in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies. We're back in the lobby with these players prepping for their next match. Currently have a glitch on my side. Stream is still up and everything looks fine from afar. Not sure if it's fine. My viewers, let me know. I literally can't see the screen. When I switch on this program that I'm using to broadcast, can't see what screen I'm on. So I'm literally watching this. Trying to host this, make sure that it's still processing. I don't want to end the stream because I want it all to be under one setup. But no, what happens? So gonna switch it over to the next scene and see if that's working. See the players selecting their players. I'm gonna give it a look right now. Hope that's working. Yeah, so I'm fine. I guess everything is working properly for the most part. But I just can't see the scenes when I switch to them. So the whole studio or gameplay, I won't be able to actually switch. Just unfortunate, right? Not sure what happened. Usually this never happens. First time for everything. Let's go right into the game anyways. Okay, I believe we're on game number 3, and Godly Gamers have a 2-0 lead. They're really godly. As a spiritual man, we are all godly children because we are the sons and daughters of Almighty, our Creator. There you go. But without that, let's get into this match. It's happening right now. And man, I like when people edge guard. That's my favorite thing about platform fighters. If you can edge guard, then you're giving me a good time. Because it's like a suspense thriller. Like who's gonna get who with a spike, edge trapping. Right now, both teams have a player dangerously invested in there. And it looks like Godly Gamers are hurting pretty bad. They're both over 100. So in danger. Beautiful down air by Bugs Bunny. 4-1. They're trying to get back into this game. Super interesting to see how that unfolds. I think we still got Marvelous in the building.
Yes. I was waiting. I'm like, oh no, did he forget? But no, we're looking great. I mean, Brawlers are trying to make a comeback here. They do not want to be 3-0'd here as much as possible. They might have got something working together. I mean, they already have 2 stocks up, but Bugs is at 103 and Tom's at 89, so it's going to be close.
Definitely close, but you're seeing that two game lead. To me, that comfort, you start playing a little more confidently, trying some tricks, trying to get an easy knock. That's how I like to play. When I have a secure situation like that, I don't like to play it as safe. I like to get a little reckless since I'm having a good lead and just putting out some damage. You can see right there, finally back on the board. Godly Gamers trying to do their thing. Again, they have a 2-0 lead. Having that type of lead, you can get a little too confident maybe, or maybe you think you don't need to try any tricks or do anything dangerous, and that can cause you to be where they're at right now. 3-1 stocks. It's a dangerous place to be. Their Jake is at 90% right now, so they got to be very careful with that.
That is true.
Bugs Bunnies is coming in with vengeance, trying to get the spike. He almost had it, and there it is. They're coming back. Godly Gamers, can they do it is the question to finish this series off, and wow.
Wow.
There it is. The Brawlers are brawling.
It is now. It is still 2-1 Godly Gamers. The Gamers are still trying to get their feel. They're not too worried. They still have a good advantage. They just need to get one more game. We're just gonna have to see what happens.
Yeah, it's anybody's game. It's a good stuff so far by them. And let's take a quick look at that replay while we get a chance, while they prep for the next match. I can't actually see it, so me and
replay is going, so that is good.
Can watch some of this from here. So the replay is working and everything is working. So Marvelous is gonna carry me here on this replay.
Yeah, so essentially what we're seeing here is it is it looks like we're actually playing an old replay actually now I'm seeing of it,
Oh yeah,
unfortunately. But yeah, I think this is game 2 when Godly Gamers are about to win.
that's fine. That's fine. We got to
But
replay while we wait for
yeah,
the
but
next match.
from what I can recap from the third game, it looked like what Bugs and Tom were doing. They were getting more damage in faster than Arya and Jake. And I think it just comes down to being who can play more aggressive and stuff,
For sure.
unfortunately. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, this right now is the semifinals, and we're about to get into the finals if one of these guys wins. And it's still getting later. Usually we end this in 3 hours, but we're going a little past it probably this next match. And depending on if Team Slop wins or loses, you know. And here we go. Game is on right now. We're watching game number 4. Godly
Yeah.
Gamers
And like
versus All Star Ball.
Yep, and like I said before, who's playing more aggressive right now, and that is going to be Tom and Jerry, but it is looking a little bit even. Jake is getting a lot more attack in. We see the skateboard come out. Let's just see if Arya can maybe get some of her sword and knife in and get that up air.
Yes, she's amazing with that, and her juggling skills. I love her. One of my favorites for that in the game. But
Oh yeah, and early kill by Jake. I honestly wasn't really paying attention to what happened there, but that is unfortunate.
there it is, a 2-0 stock setup right now, and it's looking real good for All Stars. They might have that break that they took. They figured it all out, man. They got some
Yeah.
strategy here to give trouble to G Gamers, as G Gamers were dominating, and now they got to step back into the way they were playing to sort through that.
That's true. And it looks like G Gamers are trying to make a stand and get this Tom and Jerry out right away. And there's a down spike, not good enough. Arya is still chasing.
Woo!
We'll see what happens.
Beautiful forward special.
Yes. Now, while it is still tied, the Tom and Jerry and Bug still have a little bit more health advantage, but it could go anyways. Anything can happen.
100%, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it, guys. There's the news that the co-founder said you can be able to assign up specials, down specials, forward specials to a button in the future. That's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see how good that makes players. And there it is, All Stars with one more stock, and they can take this game and force a game 5. Anything is possible.
Arya's trying to get Bugs, and Jake is just trying to stay out of there and just run away. Let's see if they can get found. It will be tough. It is anyone's game. Jake is just trying to run around. Arya is trying to get damage in.
Yep, and a good chance here that we'll see a 3-3 stock, and nope. All Stars getting
Ooh.
game 4 and tying the series. That means we're going to the finale, folks. We're going to the final game. This is good for us, viewers, watchers, and for the players. You get to see scout some of these guys, see what they can do. So good stuff right there. Again, we're almost at the finale, guys. If you are watching, thank you so much for hanging out. It was technical difficulties. We're trying to sort through it at the moment, but looking good so far. The next lobby is going to open up with these same players. Game number 5 and just.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. We got a game 5 just like we wanted. We got great content. The G Gamers did go up 2-0. The Brawls decided to answer back, and now it's 2-2. It's going to be anyone's game. Fortunately for Brawls, they have that 2-0 streak and run. They might be able to carry that through. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to come down to who plays more aggressive and gets the damage out right away.
For sure, for sure. We've seen a shift. We've seen a big shift in this scenario. You Godly Gamers were really dominating. Then all of a sudden, that turnaround, a change of strategy, changed the whole game. And for me, I can deal with a Jake. When I have to deal with Stark, she's somewhat of a different beast. She has so much unpredictability with that sword and her way she can teleport. So always fun to kind of go against her or with her. I really like playing with her as well. Let's see how this one plays out again. Best of the best. How it all goes. Second, everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, next matchup is coming up. They're going to use the same characters, which I personally love. The reason for that is because then you're going to end up seeing who has the better skill. Okay. In the end of the day, regardless of what characters you pick, if you're not as skilled as the other person, you shouldn't win. Simple as that. Give me a toothpick. You put me in there, I'm above average player. I think I can do decent toothpick against anybody. But for the player who's above average, high level, or higher with a character, we'll see. But here we go. Going into game number 5. This is the grand finale for everybody watching. Whoever wins this moves to the finals, and they got to face against Team Slop. So we'll see how that works out, especially with the compositions that they have. It's going to be interesting.
I know, I'm excited. I think what needs to happen for G gamers to do well is Arya needs to get his up attacks in. Jake needs to get his attacks in and get the damage. I think for Brawls to win this, they just got to get their thing. And like I said, Arya gets the up air, and Arya has 1 kill. Arya just needs to keep doing that, and I'm pretty sure they will take it.
Yeah, Arya is so dangerous. I told you guys, it's hard to predict her because of that sword or teleporting skill that she
almost
offers.
got another one there.
Definitely. You got to be careful with Jake. He's at high damage and high risk, especially when you're playing against a knockout artist like Tom and Jerry. So, see how that one works out. Their Bugs is in trouble, and he's out as well. Looking really good right now. Team Godly Gamers up 2-0 for the moment.
Jake is staying alive, which is really good. They're able to get more damage while Jake is still up there. But as I say that, Jake does go down. But Arya's at 102. Arya goes down. I am cursing everyone.
Yes, you are. Caster's Curse. And we got a 2-2 matchup for the grand finale. Look at this. Godly Gamers want to take it and reach the finals. Could it happen? We don't know. We're going to find out shortly. Ari with amazing juggling right there. Holding her own.
Now, do keep in mind, Tom and Jerry does have 0 damage, is at full health. That could be a deciding factor to see who takes it. Depends.
I'm liking what I'm seeing right now by Godly Gamers. Stark here. She's just special. Just her movement in the whole thing. And look at this. Bugs making it a 3-3 series. It's anybody's game. He's getting chased down. You got to be careful in this scenario. And Ari just making sure Bugs knows she wants him. And here it comes, anybody's game at the edge. This is the best part.
This is nervous. Everyone's
Woo!
trying to fight for the last kill.
Survival greatness at its finest right here. The survival recoveries. And there it is. Godly Gamers advance to the finals, guys.
That is such a good matchup. I think both teams played really well. They played right down to the nitty-gritty, right down to the wire. That was such a fun matchup to see. I'm excited to play G Gamers again for a rematch. This is going to be a fun matchup. I can't wait.
It is going to be exciting. We're watching a replay of the end there. And again, it was one of those things where you knew they had the advantage to start off, and they just kept on going from there. Back and forth trading, but when you already have an extra stock, those trades end up costing big time. Really good stuff. And yes, so by the way, Flop, thank you for coming. Enjoy the finals. You're going to be in there. Make sure you send me the invites. I would like your team to be on the left for the whole game.
All right,
so you know.
I can do that for you. And just to make sure, is it the finals are BO9, correct?
What's that?
First to five, the first to 5 wins for the finals.
First to 5 wins for the finals. No.
Perfect.
The finals are 9.
Oh yeah, best of 9, but first to 5 wins, right?
First team to win 5 matches wins.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. I cannot wait. This is gonna be fun.
All right, man. Good luck out there.
Thank you. Peace.
All right, that was marvelous, actually, from Team Slop. And by the way, anybody watching from any team can play. Okay, I mean, can do commentary as long as you're good with it. We'll have a conversation. We'll get to know each other a little bit, and I'll happily bring you in so that we can discuss things. Today we had Slop. He's always welcome here. He's already proven himself to be a good community member, and now we have him in the finals. He's did it. Can he get it done is the question. We don't know. We'll find out shortly once they set up shop. Gonna happen very, very shortly. They send me that invite, and once we're good to go. You know, but I hope everybody's enjoying it. I see you, Juberby. I don't know what to call you, man. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate everybody coming out. Hope y'all enjoying it. Again, we're just starting these tournaments, so it's gonna take a little bit of time to build up as we go, but we have a great thing happening. Some great players and overall goodness. Hope everybody's enjoying it. We're about to watch Team Slop, and as you can see the bracket, you play close attention. The way it worked out, Team Slop won every single match that they had to and made it into the finals. So now that they're in the finals, they have to lose twice. So if they lose this series, we're going to have another series right after. When it comes to Godly Gamers, they actually lost and they went to the losers bracket, made it back into the finals, which we just saw. But if they lose one game, this next tournament, this next series here, best of 9, and they're eliminated. So it's pretty much anybody's game, but Team Slop has the advantage. They just need to win these next 5 games. They're good to go. Godly Gamers have to beat them twice in 2 series, back to back. So that is the dangerous scenario. And yeah, so we're gonna get going in just a minute. This is a 0-0 series. Getting warmed up, let's just say. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. Been a fun one so far, I can't lie. I love it. Team Slop on the left and Team Godly Gamers. And they actually know each other. They're friends. End up playing in the same tournament. Very interesting. You can see right there, Team Slop dominating for the moment. And you gotta love that. Shaggy coming out, allowing a little savagery with his amazing combo. That was a combo I was trying to practice the other day with Shaggy. Really love him. He's fun to play. And Shaggy and Harley Quinn, we seen them last week and the week before. That's a nice combination. And Team Slop doing a good job so far. Woo! Volley Gamers trying to get back in the mix and do some work. See how this one plays out. Woo! Stark with an amazing play. And look at this. Golly Gamers are up 1. They got to be careful, though. They have Jake at 118. There it is. Godly Gamers taking game number 1. And you got to give them props and respect. Beating up Slop. And again, this is the best of 9, guys. This isn't over right away. Still a lot of action left. Take a quick look at that replay. I'm going to watch a bit of it. But great stuff by them to be able to come back and get this win. So convincingly. I felt like that was a dominant performance. It was close, but really well done execution-wise. You can see right there, double KO. They came back and really put in the pressure on this last KO here. Super interesting stuff. Getting game number 1, and we're going into game number 2 right now. So stick around, lock in. Let's do it. I'm gonna let you guys watch the first couple seconds. And there it is, folks. Solid stuff from both teams. 1 stock each. And my, oh my, Godly Gamers getting in the mix. Got to be careful. Playing on the edge is a dangerous situation. Both teams have assassins. I love the fact that we're seeing assassins get into the meta heavier. This is going to make the meta very dangerous. And look at this, is Slop coming back with a 2-2 push right now to try to stay in this game. Beautiful. 3-2. Slop coming back, doing work. And you got to give them credit right now. They're working good. 3-3. Oh, no. I'm loving the combinations from Shaggy. Just really solid performances. He's scared a bit because he has 112, but he's still in there trying to help his teammate out. Oh no, Stark is in deep trouble. She's in the air in a disadvantaged state. He has to get back down and try to control the scenario. There it is, Team Slop. Doing what they do best. Getting the W. Hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Really, really good stuff by Team Slop here. Again, that was interesting. All right, guys. Give me a second here. Gonna make sure it's all good. So yeah, they're prepping. They're gonna get their next matches going. That was 1-1 series right now, looking good. Again, it's best of 9 in the finals. The reason we do best of 9 is because we want high competitions, right? We don't want people to end quick. We want it to last long. We want it to be a really, really, really good competition rather than one of these lesser fast tournaments that end with no real comp. You know, in a best of 9, you have to beat someone 5 times, and it will show if you're superior or not. There's no flakes. You know, when people try to say, "Hey, that was a fluke," it's like, "Oh, don't disrespect me, man. I beat you bad. Don't give me this nonsense." Okay, so that's kind of where my personal thoughts about the finals. That's the reason I personally this I don't make a lot of the rules. I kind of follow the actual professional events rules sets mostly. But this one rule to have 9, a best of 9 was mine's personally because I wanted the highest tier team to win. I don't want it to be a team got lucky and beat you for 2 games or something. We want it to be highest skill based team. You give a high skill based team a chance, they'll come back and beat you, even though you might have won a game or two. So that's just how I feel about it. I hope y'all like that. I hope y'all enjoying the event so far. Somebody in the chat said, "Hey, Slop, you feel like they got what it takes right now? It's a 1-1, but it's still early and there's a lot of games to be played. There's no guarantees in this scenario." You know, so we gonna see. And game number 3 currently underway at the moment. And remember, it's a 1-1 series for the moment. Anybody's game in this scenario. Oh my goodness. And look at that. Godly Gamers doing their thing. Man, solid stuff by Start juggling our early KO there. Amazing juggling by Start. I said she's one of the best, but Harley is also one of the best. She ended up juggling Harley in that scenario. Now she's juggling. Oh, she got disturbed there, but that is the type of play you want to see from Ari. Consistent juggling, consistently damaging, teaching these guys to not give her the advantage. When you're high up in the air, you're in a disadvantage in any platform fighter. And in this scenario against Harley Quinn or Stark, you don't want that. That's what you're seeing right now by Stark performing very well, but they're down because Harley Quinn and Shaggy are coming back with a vengeance. 3-3, anybody's game. And there it is, as I say it. Team Slop. Not so sloppy after all. And getting that game right there. Making it a 2-1 scenario right now. I like that. The more the better, baby. We're watching this replay on this finale here. Again, you're seeing Stark just causing trouble, but she got disturbed by Harley Quinn and got Shaggy out there in that scenario. And now they're looking to push the pace, trying to figure out how to play this scenario. Good stuff by Shaggy here, just pushing people to the edge. His job is to push you to the edge and try to KO you up with the uppercut. His best moves when it comes to quick KOs. Really good. As you can see right there, that side kick giving them a chance to be in the game, but it wasn't enough because you saw Harley Quinn come over with the grand finale. Guys, the next game's about to start. We're going to go right over here and showcase it. And here it is. Going down right now. Game number 4 in the mix. Team Slop is up. Again, this is a best of 9. They have to win 5. Solid stuff. And then somebody's asking me what's Shaggy's play. And it's the player playing Shaggy in my chat. Well, to tell you the truth, this Shaggy's amazing. He's great with some combos every once in a while. He does a really good job to edge trap, try to push people to the edge. And look at this, as I say it, amazing stuff by Stark to get that KO. He does a good job on that. Taking risks like that one right there, and amazing being able to rage his teammate as well. He's very aggressive. You like that. That's what you want from a brawler. Right now, they're up 2-1 in this scenario. Like I said, that aggressive play is very scary to be around. Someone willing to take that type of risk. As you can see that combination, he got both the players with a nice string of combos. And he's still alive, but very dangerous in this situation. You can tell he's comfortable with Shaggy. That's his main. And doing a good job. But again, getting KO'd, as I say, at Caster's Curse. And Team Slop versus Godly Gamers. It's anybody's game right now. 2-2. Woo! Beautiful knock by Slop here. They got to be careful. They can finish this off with a Jake. Jake is at 130. They're about to get busy right now. And it's a 3-3, but Jake is hurt bad and out. Team Slop consistently putting in the work. Gotta give him credit, guys. And once again, as you can see, this Shaggy player, Mr. Prodigy, I guess he's saying like Prodigy or Prodigy, been doing really good. He's been showcasing his skills here. 3 KOs and 300 damage. So he is somebody to be messing with. Possibly the MVP of this match. Way that he's been playing. Gotta respect that. But you gotta know that it's Harley Quinn is also helping with juggling the players. If the teammate can help get somebody in the air in a disadvantaged state and you're gonna juggle them out, you might get the damage or the credit, but it's your teammate's setup who helps provide that. So it's somewhat of a two people thing. Okay. And gotta love it. Look at this solid performance there to KO. But of course, this uppercut here from Shaggy to finish it and get that W. WWF. Guys, we're in the finals right now. Team Slop is dominating right now for the moment. But it's not over yet, folks. You got to win 5 matches. Okay? This isn't a 1-match game. Real skill comes out when you have to consistently win and dominate. All right, so we're going to go into the next game. This one is critical. This is what I feel right here. This is what I'm going to say. At the moment, not looking good for Team Godly. If they allow themselves to go down any further than they are right now, it's 3-1 in this series. The last thing you want is to go down 4-1. Pretty much lose this officially if they do that. One of those type of things where you want to be active, you want to take a chance, do something dangerous, maybe switch up some of your attack styles and strategize on how to, you know, suppress Shaggy a little bit. Look at him, he spikes with amazing. He's really hungry for this, guys. He's going all out. He's considering himself a GOAT right now. Shag GOAT. Look at that, 2 spikes in a row, folks. Talk about dominant performance, and he's playing on the edge very confidently. That's the type of play you want to have. You want to be that good that you know you can spike anybody if they dare to go to the edge with you. Edge guarding is where it's at for the top elite players. Shaggy is in trouble here, but he already had 2 spikes, so going out but taking 2 guys out with him was a really good exchange, let's just say. And right now, Harley Quinn about to get KO'd. She gets saved. And there it is, Stark making it a 2-2 series. Can Godly Gamers keep this series alive? They really need to win this next game here in order to not be in jeopardy to lose it all. Ooh, beautiful spike by Godly Gamers. They are listening to what I said, and they're looking like they want this revenge match right now. Not trying to go out without a fight. It's a 3-3 scenario. Anybody's game. Harley Quinn's over 100. That's very dangerous. She's a very light character. All they got to do is exactly what they just did. And there it is. Godly Gamers going 2-3 in the scenario. That's what you want to see, right? You don't want to go out fast. You want to be able to stay in the fight, try to get yourself a win, do something, get into the game. Hope everybody's enjoying the viewing. Take a quick look at some of that replay in this scenario. And a good stuff by Godly Gamers to come back in this scenario right here. You could tell they were in it bad, right? It was looked like possible loss, but they kept putting pressure and they worked the edge as well. Got that spike there on Shaggy. Then they up-aired Harley to try to finish her off. Again, that Stark style of play, really good. When she gets you in the air, you're in deep trouble, and that's what we saw. Really solid stuff, to say the least. Let's go into the next game. As we move forward, it is currently a 3-2 series. It's first team to win 5, aka best of 9 in this scenario. Finals are best of 9. Team Slop getting a little too confident in that last one and not finishing the job. They started off strong and then ended up losing some of their momentum. That's where you got to try to pace yourself and play smart and strategic. And Godly Gamers don't want to go out without a fight. Got to respect that. Now, Slop doing a good job to take one player out. And they have Jake also hurt pretty bad. So this is a good exchange for them. Ooh, Godly Gamers getting a double KO there. And now it's a 2-2 series. Everybody's all even. I'm very excited for when the hit and hurt boxes get updated. That's going to be a really nice thing. And there it is. Team Slop, one more KO away from winning this match and going 4-2. But look at that. A 3-3 setup right now. Man, that Shaggy down attack is something special, man. And there it is, Team Slop doing what they said they were gonna do. Win this tournament. Can they do it? They got one more game. They could win this thing. Becoming the new champions. Solid performance right there. Take a quick look and see what we had going on. It was a 2-2 setup. And now it's interesting because they do have the elimination factor. Not only can Slop win this next game, they don't have to do a rematch or anything because it's a double elimination. And Godly Gamers already lost in the losers bracket once. They made it to the losers bracket. They made it back to the finals. This next game could be the deciding factor in this setup. Really going to be fun to see if they have what it takes to close them out, or will Godly Gamers give us a whole new reset? You can reset the bracket. If Godly Gamers somehow, some way, win this tournament right here, they'll actually, win 5 games, they'll reset the bracket and we'll have to do another matchup. Anybody's game. Let's go ahead and look at the game as we go. This is it right here. We're in game number 7, and actually this is match point for Team Slop. And beautiful stuff by Jake there with the skateboard. Team Slop has been doing some amazing stuff so far. Solid performance by both players. You know, you see Shaggy being a little more flashy, but without the fundamental juggling from Harley Quinn in the trap setting, it's not easy to win. So 2-player games like this, you see Harley Quinn dealing with both players while Shaggy hits them with a rage, and then that basically opens the door for something special. Now Shaggy getting that KO right away, allowing Harley Quinn to put out some damage and then work in this scenario. Yeah, this elimination game, if Slop can win, that's it. They win tonight's tournament. Godly Gamers can keep this series alive if they don't. And look at this. Shaggy just hanging back a little bit. Popping his ultimate, allowing Harley Quinn to get the job done. Not sure what that's about. It might be a little bit of overconfidence. They got to be careful. It's a little disrespectful. Harley Quinn was getting the job done, though. She's been juggling these characters, doing really well. But it's not so easy when you're all alone there. She's figuring it out, but double teamed half the time. It's a tough scenario. Beautiful spike, and this might be it, folks. The grand finale. Can it happen right now? Team Slop have a chance to win this game. All they got to do is get one more KO, and they will be today's champions. And here it comes. Team Slop victorious. The new champions have arrived. Team Slop are in the building. That was a great performance by them. And 300 damage and 3 KOs from Frosty and Marvelous with 230 and 1 KO. But it's a team effort, and it was an incredible team effort. You're watching the replay, you're seeing some amazing stuff by both players. Okay, they were actually up 2-1 before this, and then we're gonna watch how that all changed. And against Harley Quinn, was out there fighting on her own for a while Shaggy was putting her in rage mode and being able to do that. Shaggy gets a spike here, and this is where the game started to change, where one last kill makes it so that you get very aggressive. They were chasing Stark for a while. They almost had her here. We're looking for the finish against being able to set up shop. That spike down and the up air KO is what gave them the win. They ended up taking that, dominating series and the tournament for today. It's been so much fun. That was a great tournament. Finished it early, which is good. But big credit to Team Slop Gobbles. I really don't want to say their name, full name. They call them Team Slop. But they dominated in great fashion. The Gobblers really put in the work necessary to win big and get the job done. We're going to look at the bracket and talk about it for a second. Just discuss their journey. Before we do, we want to thank everybody who's come out for the tournament. All right. So we had Team Accelerate, top tier team. Gotta love those guys. Team All Star Brawl Better. That's their name. Team Godly Gamers. Team FBFL. All of these guys came out. They put on a show for us. It was great stuff. But let's take a quick look at how it all started for Slop. Slop had to play Team XL, the champions. They finished them off. They sent them to the losers bracket. Then they had to go into the semifinals to play against Godly Gamers. These guys really did well. They got eliminated, and those guys had to go into the losers bracket to try to see if they could make it to the finals, and they had to face them here. So super interesting how it all played out. A fun time. Again, a journey well worth it. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Really special night. Great stuff from all the teams. And really good stuff. And everybody in the chat say, let's go. Good games, everyone. And GG's in the chat. We appreciate that. Team Slop. Yep, they're the winners. Because Shaggy's kind of goated. Yeah, he is. I ain't gonna lie. Shaggy's the MVP of today's tournament. We didn't announce any prizes, so we can't give you anything officially at the moment. But we got you in mind, brother. We keep notes of these things and definitely proved your worth today. And showed that Shaggy is a viable option in the tournaments as well. Once you got his combinations down, it's very difficult to deal with him. So I'm excited to see the future and how the metas play out. As of right now, the meta's been fun. Seeing all the different characters and different players tournaments. Super blessed to be able to run the tournaments. Gonna publish these results for everybody. So that everybody can see them. It was a great night. Really great night. Hope y'all loved it as much as I did. I'd like to thank you guys so much. We should be fine from here on out, folks. We got more news and information to come. All right, so probably tomorrow. I'm trying. I have a jam-packed day tomorrow, possibly, and then, maybe on the weekend I can fully announce everything. I want to announce a few things tomorrow, and then our brackets as leaderboards and everything will start to be in full display as well going forward. All right. So thank you all again so much for hanging with us. If you want to show support, go ahead and donate so that we can build this whole thing up, man. We trying to basically take this to the next level, but it takes the community supporting. You know, a subscription is great, because you can make a couple bucks and it's consistent, but donating does help too. I'll take anything I can get, guys. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the community. We want to lift y'all up. So if you got feedback, put it on the Discord. Let me know what you liked about the tournament, what you didn't like about the tournament. If there's something you want to see that's new or different, if there's something special that's we should add or that we should, what is it that you want, right? I'm here for it. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to offer you guys something special. In the near future, this is going to blow up and it's going to be big. And I can't just focus on whatever the community wants by that time because there's going to be so much happening. That's why we're building the foundation slowly, starting off with small tournaments, getting the ball rolling, and then we're going to move up and take it to another notch. And we're still going to have pretty much the same type of atmosphere, but it's going to be bigger and better than ever. And you guys are the foundation. So I appreciate y'all big time for coming out in the chat. Somebody said, oh, we love Mad Gaming. GG's in the chat by Hop. You know, thank you for coming and being a part of this. You didn't win today, but you've always been a top tier player. So we appreciate you for that. Hoping you guys get signed to be pro players at some point. You know, keep your names out there on the social media fronts. I post stuff up on social media as well. So pretty much happy with that. I have to start hiring a video editor. I need about 3 video editors to help me put highlights out of all of this stuff every week. If I had 3 people helping, you can put out a lot of content every week and get your names out there to the public. So that's the goal, to be honest with you guys. So hopefully we can get that done in the near future. But yeah, so that's all for me, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Or maybe later tonight I'll stream, personal stream, just to hang out and have a good time and just enjoy myself personally. We'll see. Other than that, hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Twitter. You know where to find me, you know what it is. Appreciate everybody that came out today. It's been fun, good time. We'll be back again. Promise you. Next week, we're going to announce all of that stuff tomorrow. The new events, the venue event in Boston. I don't know who's local, close to Boston, Massachusetts. Next to Connecticut. That's next to Springfield. That's next to New York. Wherever you want to be close to, you're welcome to come. We're going to do that. So, anyways, thank y'all so much. It's been an honor and a privilege. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back with more streams and an announcement tomorrow officially for all the new events. I might pop them up, put them up today too. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much. Y'all take care. Peace and love. Bye.